Hey, Fantasy Football Astrology Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Waiver Wire Wednesday, and it has concluded. They should have already been processed and gone through, and I'm still looking at this waiver wire, this free agency, and wondering what is the best moves that we can be making. Guys, I've watched all the fantasy channels, not all of them, obviously, there's a lot. But I watch a lot of them and I try to get a general idea about what they're saying, and then I try to give you guys something more, something most channels aren't talking about. One of the biggest ones I see almost nobody talking about right now, getting Jamison Williams before it's too late. Guys, Jamison Williams has league-winning potential. Out of all the guys you can get this week, including Romeo Doubs, Jamison Williams is an absolute smash. Look, he's an Aries, okay? You know who else was an Aries with Jared Goff? Robert Woods. So we know for a fact Aries and Libras, they're polar opposites. They attract like magnets. I expect Jamison Williams to follow in this trend of these amazing rookie wide receivers that are coming out this year. So get your hands on Jamison Williams, and if you can't, here's some other guys we should be considering based on their astrology. Joshua Reynolds, guys, an Aquarius. This is an absolute perfect match with a Libra, leading to another air sign with that cardinal going into the fixed. Okay, this is beautiful, perfect astrology. He got the most targets in the Lions. Depending on how serious Amon-Ra's ankle injury is, Joshua Reynolds has one as well, but it doesn't seem as serious. So we'll have to wait and see a little bit on that. But I really do like Joshua Reynolds, especially if Amon-Ra is going to be down. Devonte Parker with Brian Hoyer coming in. This will be an interesting one to see. Brian Hoyer is a Libra getting closer to the Virgo season, and Devonte Parker is an Aquarius, but he's more on the cusp of Capricorn. So they're not perfect in that way, but Libra to Aquarius, generally speaking, is an amazing match. So with Hoyer in there, I like Devonte Parker the most, okay? And he's available in most leagues still. He's available in my 12-man league. And so, wow, man, love that. Rondell Moore. Somebody just dropped Rondell Moore in my league. They must be freaking crazy. Gemini. We love to see the Gemini. There are a lot of Geminis over there. But man, Rondell Moore, if you can get him for free, pretty interesting ad. And Wan'Dale Robinson, guys, it has to be said, the only Cardinal wide receiver over there to Daniel Jones's mutable Gemini. That attracts really very nicely, like a vacuum, right? That Cardinal pulls that mutable in like a vacuum. So Rondell Moore, out of all the Giants receivers, definitely clearing away the favorite, still dealing with an injury. You can get him for free. And also, a quick mention here. There are a lot of running backs, Samaje Perines of the world, really good ad. Obviously, Alexander Madison, obviously Craig Reynolds. But nobody's really talking about Justice Hill. And he's starting to break out a little bit, okay? He's got very limited looks, but he's being really efficient with these looks. And as a Scorpio, he shares a ruling planet. So Mars rules Scorpio as well as Aries. But with, we have, who's there? I believe it's Greg Roman over there. With him as a Virgo, he's right on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, so it's really hard to tell with Justice Hill, but he might actually prefer Justice Hill, astrologically speaking. So interesting to see. I'm not really sure how it's going to pan out. Also, we have to consider both of those running backs coming off of ACL, guys. When you're coming off of an ACL, you're not really going to trust that injury for about another year, is typically what they say about these ACL injuries. So Justice Hill, sneaky ad. He's a very talented back coming out. He's got a really good 40 time. And so he might be the one actually to emerge from this Baltimore offense. Speaking of that offense, guys, and if you watch the Baltimore game, if you're a Lamar Jackson owner, I would highly, highly recommend getting yourself a really good backup. Get yourself a Trevor Lawrence. a Carson Wentz, whoever's available on your waiver wire. Mariota's got a pretty good matchup, and he's been running the ball a lot. They've been scheming up in Atlanta. They're scheming up very intelligent offense right now. So I like what I see over there. If you need a backup quarterback, Carson Wentz owners, Tom Brady owners, okay, and Lamar Jackson owners really need to get themselves a good backup. Especially with the Carson Wentz, guys. I was really high on him until I saw Washington this last week. Carson Wentz only had 1 fumble, but he should have had 3. He was very poor at recognizing the pressure and stepping into the pocket and helping himself. His line wasn't doing him any favors. So I'm a bit low on Wentz. You need to get some insurance policies for those quarterbacks. It's one of the coachings. The other coaching I wanted to throw out there, guys, angle very hard right now for Breece Hall. Angle very hard right now for Jonathan Taylor. Remember last week, Jonathan Taylor, everybody was asking after week 3, do we sell Jonathan Taylor? And I told everybody, no, don't sell Jonathan Taylor yet. Capricorns, we've seen this with Derrick Henry. They get stronger as they get closer to their birthday in January. And so Jonathan Taylor, first 3 weeks of last season, was bankrupt. After that, he exploded. Do your best to make a serious offer for Jonathan Taylor right now. Another league-winning running back that you might be able to get. But you can't, give pebbles for him. Get off of Kamara. If you've got Kamara, he looks like he's fatter. He looks clunkier. He looks slower than usual. And he's not getting all the dump-offs that he used to get. Right? He's still going to be good, but if you can package a Kamara and a great wide receiver and then get a Jonathan Taylor and maybe a little bit lesser of a wide receiver, you might be able to swing Jonathan Taylor, guys. So just a couple of my pleading coaching angles for you here. And let me know what you guys want to see. I hope I can do another astrology preview, but I do have to travel this week, so this might have to be my last video for a while. I'll do my best to respond to all the comments, especially if there's any questions. All right, cheers, guys, and have an awesome week.